How's it going, everyone? My name is Mitchell Mander. Hopefully you can hear me. Streamlet says the mic's working, the audio's working, so we should be live. How's it going, everyone? My name is Mitchell Mander, and as you can tell by the title of the stream, yeah, we're gonna be talking about Pokemon Horizons, episode 64. Thank you, PokeFan, for confirming the audio works. Give me 1 second, y'all. I'm going to put this poll up and say, rate this episode out of 10. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Lower than 5. Alright, guys, the poll's out. So, go ahead and cast your votes to place this episode, or rate this episode, I should say. But anyways, now that we got that out of the way, we'll be talking about episode 64 Pokemon Horizons today. Excuse me. So, yeah, that's what we're doing. So, if you're someone that's brand new here, you're discovering this for the first time, and you're here after the stream ends. Yeah, you discovered this video after the stream ends, and then, yeah, yada, yada, yada. Here's kind of the lowdown of what we do here. So, usually I give it a couple minutes here for some people to show up. After about 5 minutes, I usually give my summary for the episode, rate the episode. Then I hand it over to the chat, and we usually go on for about an hour, hour and a half, something like that. I'll answer certain questions from the chat, and we usually have a good time here, so. Excuse me. I just had to get that out of my system. So excuse me there. Yo, what's up, Sharon? This Rakurium that Spinel uses makes Pokemon more aggressive. I'm gonna get to that shortly, so stay tuned. Let me take a drink here. I have not watched the full episodes. I just looked at major events in the preview for the following episode. Really? Should try watching the full episode sometime. I know the person that I used to watch live doesn't do it anymore, but we still have some stuff, so. I also follow up on titles and summaries. I see. Drinking that pink Rakurium lemonade. We'll get there. Oh, another thing I need to mention here. As you can tell, the music in the background, comes from a separate stream, Video Game Study Lounge. It's basically lo-fi remixes of video game music plus originals mixed in here and there, as you can tell. I usually listen to it when I'm studying, working out, at work. I need something to distract me during the workday so I can get through the day. It really does help. So I have a link in the description, so you should check that out sometime. Video Game Study Lounge by Game Shops. So Florigato did decent in the battle against Amethio. Yep, we'll be getting to that, because I have a few thoughts there. He just really needs to get a new move already. I agree, but yeah, like I said, I'll be getting into my thoughts on the actual battle here soon. Okay, we're gonna get started here in about 30 seconds. Just need to check a few things. Oh, I don't want to do that. Okay, good. And in 3, 2, 1. Okay, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and give my summary for episode 64, Pokemon Horizons. So, this episode starts off with, obviously, where last week's episode ended, with Liko failing the implementation test against Grusha, and she's definitely feeling down. So, Dot and Roy decide to cheer her up and take her to the top of Mount Glacido, which is one of the 10 sites of Paldea. So they go to do that, but Spinel actually has found Liko and the others, and also notices that Amethio is in the area, so he sets up a trap to lure them. So he ends up actually getting, well, it's not Spinel that actually separates Liko from Dot or Roy and Dot. It's actually Agate, who is actually here, not at the academy anymore. Seems she is very much working closely with Spinel. We kind of knew that already, but yeah, she's pretty much clearly working with Spinel against Amethio. So anyways, Liko gets separated from Roy and Dot. And she thinks she runs into them again. Turns out she ends up running into Amethio. And Amethio, taking advantage of the situation, decides to battle Liko. So we get Liko versus Amethio. And compared to the last time they fought, Liko has improved greatly. In the previous battle, which was all the way back in episode 6, I believe. Yeah, it was Liko and Roy versus Amethio, and they were just newbie trainers. They didn't know what they were doing yet. He was just way too strong for them. Yeah, Liko has improved a great deal. Florgato actually holds its own against Cerulege, surprisingly. I like kind of the usage that Liko had in the battle, where she was actually strategizing and, using aerobatics pretty well as well, and was avoiding Cerulege's attacks, which Amethio actually catches on to. However, this kind of goes, the opposite way once Amethio terrestrializes his Pokemon, which is kind of crazy that he had to terrestrialize Cerulege to get the advantage on Liko. Kind of goes to show how much stronger she got. I know a lot of people rag on Liko, but she really shows that she's improved a great deal since the last time she's seen Amethio, especially since episode 45 when Spirito evolved. Now, I thought it was kind of weird that he mentioned that, he's like, oh, so it evolved. I'm like, don't you remember that from that episode, Amethio? Maybe that was a mistranslation, not sure. But, anyways, Amethio gets basically the advantage against Liko, who can't terrestrialize her Pokemon because she's not allowed to do so outside of the actual gym battles during, the terrestrial course. So she's kind of at a major disadvantage. And is about to lose the battle when Spinel finally makes his move. With Umbreon attacking. Yep, and Spinel here is actually using this for an experiment. So he has that Rakurium that he got from episode 54. Yeah, he ends up utilizing here. And, well, this is quite the revelation here. So he ends up using it on Umbreon, and it causes Umbreon to straight up go berserk. It literally becomes feral, and it just becomes super strong and super fast, to the point where it literally one-shots Cerulege. Like, its speed and its strength just increase dramatically. Like, this is like not just your normal rare candy. This is like an ultra rare candy. It just jumped like 20 or 30 levels, if we're going by game logic. It literally blitzed Cerulege, to the point where Amethio is just shocked. And Terapagos has actually shown some aggression towards both Amethio and Spinel here. Specifically when Spinel takes out the Rakurium, it immediately reacts to it and becomes very angry. Before Umbreon can do anything else, Terapagos transforms and basically nullifies the effect that the Rakurium had on Umbreon and returns it back to normal. And it seems like Spinel was doing this intentionally to get some results out of this, and he got exactly what he needed. So he then takes off. So then Amethio chases after Spinel, and Liko follows as well. And basically, Spinel tricks Amethio, and it actually traps both him and Liko in the cave. And I gotta say, this dude Spinel, he's actually doing something quite evil here, because he pretty much said, yeah, we just need the explorer's leader's grandson to disappear. And this is all for, like, the new explorers, the path for the new explorers. So, yeah. What is Spinel planning? Is he trying to, like, break off from the explorers and, you know, form his own version of the explorers? More on that in a minute. But anyways, Liko and Amethio are literally trapped in this cave, which is definitely not good, because, yeah, they're trapped. There's no exit, and, yeah, they've only got so much oxygen in there, so the air is going to be thinning. So they're going to need to get out of there soon, or they're just going to suffocate. Well, that's going on. Dot and Roy obviously contact Freed and talk about how they got separated from Liko. And Freed is jumping in action. He's also getting in contact with his contact at the Glacido Gem, aka Grusha. So we're gonna see Freed in action here. But after they get off the phone with Freed and they're gonna go look out for Liko, Roy and Dot are confronted by Sango and Onyx, who completely drop their student disguises, to the point where Onyx is like, yep, I'm done playing student. So seems like they have officially dropped out of the course. So yeah, we got all kinds of crazy stuff going on in the next episode. We have Liko and Amethio trapped in the cave, and to the point where they're going to have to either work together or do something to get out of the situation. We have Roy and Dot having to face off against Sango and Onyx. And we got Spinel and Agate doing their own thing. It seems like we're going to be having them do something at the academy. Maybe Agate, particularly. But, yeah, this is getting really crazy, yo. What a way to end the episode. So, yeah, that's pretty much where the episode ends. We got a lot of things set up for the next episode. So, overall, I think the episode had a little bit of a slow start, but once the plot kicked in, this just went crazy. This, to me, it's a very plot-important episode, and it ties in everything. I know a lot of people were kind of concerned at the beginning of this arc, like, what's Spinel and Amethio going to be doing this arc? And I'm glad that they kind of kept that all in the dark, because this is actually really cool. I'm really excited for all this. This is really cool, like, the revelation with the Rakurium, and how it, like, enhances Pokemon. I mean, this kind of makes sense. This is why the hero Pokemon were, like, so aggressive. It's because they were affected by this stuff. Like that pink haze, they were clearly affected by that. So, yeah, it seems like this Rakurium can be utilized on Pokemon, and it causes them to literally go berserk. The thing about it is, I feel like this could be Spinel's own undoing, because what if his Umbreon turns on him? And considering how strong it is, I think it could possibly do lethal damage to him. So he might get what he deserves in the end. What an ironic way for the mad scientist to go. Well, that's to be seen in the future. But this was good. This was all good. I like that there's, like, a lot of infighting going in the Explorers. I'm really curious, because it really does seem like Spinel wants to basically... He's taken out Amethio. He's trying to get Amethio out of the picture. Is he trying to get Gibeon out of the picture, too? Like, that's actually kind of... I'm very intrigued now, because, like, does this dude want to form his own, like, version of the Explorers and recruit the others? And I can tell you right now that the dude, he's trying to do this for his own gain. He's probably going to end up using the others, if that's the case, just knowing him. I mean, maybe Agate will be a good collaborator with him, but yeah. I just get the feeling that this guy, he wants to do his own thing. He has his own ambitions, and he's using the Explorers to further his own goals. He might even try, yeah, and he, like you said, he's like doing this for his version of the Explorers. So he's either trying to gain favor with Gibeon, or literally this is the first step towards his plan, where he takes out Amethio, then Gibeon. So I'm very much intrigued by all this. Like, this is good. This is really good, guys. Like, I'm very much excited for this. And oh my gosh, we have 14 people here. What's up, y'all? How's it going, everyone? I'm going to share this on twitter.com. But yeah, overall, I'd say this episode is like a strong 9 out of 10 episode. Like, this is good. This was really good. Like, really, really good. Like, it was good. It showed, like, even though Liko has lost a lot this arc, it shows that she has gotten stronger. Like, if you put her from episode 6 versus now, she's improved a great deal. I know people like to sag on Liko, but this kind of just shuts that down. So, I don't want to hear any Liko slander here. She's doing fine. She's improving slowly. Yeah, so 9 out of 10. Very solid episode. Give me a second, guys. I'm going to get caught up on the chat. I very much appreciate you all here. I can tell that you guys are all really liking this episode. So it's going to take me a minute to get caught up with the chat, so bear with me. So where did I leave off at? Jeez Louise, guys. It's going to take me a while to get here, so bear with me, please. No, okay. Where... I like how Liko, Dot, and Roy's clothes match their partner Pokemon. Yep, I agree. Later today, I'm supposed to be going to a friend's and sleep the night, so that's going to be fun. Nice, dude. Hope you have fun. Except for Dot. Super Plush Productions, what's up? Liko rematch against Grusha is confirmed, probably in episode 67. We'll see. Jeez Louise, I have 15 people here. This might be a record. Really quick, if you guys could do me a favor and hit that like button, that would be, I'd appreciate it. I need likes, guys. Yo, what's up, Thomas? I enjoyed this episode a lot. Spinel officially getting added on my favorite animated villains list. Bro is pure cynical. He practically wants him dead. Also, Terapagos definitely was tormented, poor thing. Yeah, you can tell that he has a lot of animosity towards like Amethio, which is probably stems from Gibeon. So that's probably where that's coming from. Thank you for the hearts, by the way. Umbreon went crazy, so maybe they will capture Terapagos and use the Rakurium on it so it goes berserk. I also thought it was pretty neat that Spinel comes to the conclusion that Rakurium and Terapagos are like the opposite. So it's like almost like Terra and Rakurium are kind of like in contrast with one another. So that's really cool. That's a really neat concept for this series. I like it. Rakurium reminds me of the chemical R from the Detective Pikachu franchise. It also makes Pokemon feral and lose control. Pretty much. Oh yeah, it's been a while since I watched that movie. Same thing. What's up, Kaiwan? What a good episode. It's looking like it. Really excited for the next week's episode. Mainly Grusha's involvement. Liko and Amethio in the cave. I wonder if Freed and Grusha are old friends. They probably are. And as for Liko and Amethio, we might not be getting that team up against Spinel. At least not right now. I feel like that might actually happen in the future. Seeing as there's going to be some mutiny within the explorers here, so I'm really hoping we get a backstory for Amethio. I feel like that's kind of necessary to establish why Terapagos is so aggressive towards him. Maybe we'll get a little of Amethio's backstory. That's going to be interesting if that comes to play. Even though there's a lot going in this next episode, I really want to see some Amethio backstory. Or at least something. Give him a little bit more character here. Really cool. Amethio really needs it. In the Black and White series, Colress used the machine that controlled Pokemon and made them go crazy. That is true. Yeah, they did. Also, something that Liko puts her second bag down in the snow to battle, and after that, she just left it. My immediate first thoughts are, did just leave poor Heterum and her Pokeball in the bag? That's possible. I feel like that's going to be the clue to for Roy, Dot, or even Freed to finding Liko. Pretty much her leaving that bag probably ends up saving her life. My interpretation of the Spinel-Amethio dynamic is that Spinel is fully loyal to Gibeon, but believes Amethio will eventually get in the way somehow based on the subtitles I read. That could be the case. I guess we'll see what happens. Next episode is finna be epic. I think Amethio will betray the explorers. Spinel is loyal to Gibeon, but he wants to get Amethio out of the way. Maybe. Like I said, I feel like Spinel kind of almost wants to do his own thing, so I guess we'll see. We'll see what the dude's goal is in the future. Amethio future death. Rajith, what's up? I like this episode. Nice. One thing I was talking about with some people earlier, and a lot of others agree, is that Liko should have used Terra to at least protect herself and nothing more, because licensed or not, she could have been hurt or worse. Or lost her Apagos. I would not be surprised if the Rakurium ends up affecting Liko, Roy, and Dot's Pokemon in the future. That would be crazy to be seen, not gonna lie. And they have to like calm it down or something. That actually is an interesting concept. Nice one, Sharon. I like it. Definitely hurt. Maybe their Pokemon get affected and attack their trainers, and they have to stop them. Maybe they have to use their secondary Pokemon to try and calm them down, even though they might end up losing because of the power boost that Rakurium gives them. It was definitely a 9 out of 10 episode. Yeah, I just think the beginning of the episode was a little slow, but it was kind of more build-up, which is fine. Just was a little slow. Other than that, the episode was just fantastic. I'm telling y'all, Spinel is either going to meet a cruel fate at the end or be in a federal prison because bro is at a +6 special attack after learning the nasty plot. I kind of like... I know it would be dark for Pokemon, but I almost want like Umbreon to end up turning on him, and that's what basically how he meets his end. Be crazy, but yeah, I can't see Pokemon going that far. At least not showing it on screen, obviously. Like it's like a Scar from Lion King when he falls at the end, and I forget what those characters. Those characters that mauled him or whatever. Be kind of similar to that. Tianas. Hyenas. Something. I don't know. It's been a while since I watched the movie. I just know we're not going to see something like that similar in Pokemon, but it'd be crazy if something like that happened. On Liko's improvement, can you do the voice about Grandpa Gibeon? I want a Terra Orb. You want me to do you want me to try voicing Gibeon or something like that? Is that what you mean? I want a Terra Orb, boy. Get me one. Youngji, hello, what's up? Tana Jones, what's up? Yep, Amethio knows that Liko and her partner have gotten stronger since they met in battle-wise. I'm loving that a lot from him. Gotcha. Honestly, I feel Amethio is definitely going to rebel at some point and turn good. He's really reminding me of Hunter from Owl House, who was also evil and was loyal to his uncle, but later turned after learning the truth. Gotcha. Episode 66 is called System Intrusion, Orange Animate in Danger. Yeah, I know. I just haven't covered it yet. I want summaries for these episodes. I'm not super comfortable making videos without summaries, you know? Like, I can do it if, like, that title is, like, enough for me to make a video, but, like, at the same time, I don't want to make the video, and then the summary comes out, and it's, like, the opposite of what I said, you know what I mean? So I've done that before, and I've had people call me out and say, like, oh, this is not what the episode's about, you're lying, or whatever. I'm like, ugh. You know, something I don't want to deal with. Spinel and Amethio has beef. It's probably, well, next week we have flashback that'll happen between them, and they're not on good terms right now. Oh yeah, I don't know if that, like, is that like a flashback sequence where it showed him in that meeting with the other explorers? I'm guessing that has to be. It would make no sense for them to meet after this. It'd be kind of awkward. Like, yeah, you just tried to like suffocate me in that cave. That is not cool, bro. Hyenas. Gotcha, Kaiwan. Umbreon just mauls them off screen, and the kids are like, oh, yeah, let's not traumatize the kids. I do think in the future episode, Liko, Dot, and Roy's Pokemon will get affected by Rakurium and go into their trainers, and they have to stop their Pokemon. I think that's a really cool concept, though. I meant the voice you did in the last live stream. I don't exactly remember the voice I did. I'm sorry, Super Plush Productions. I'd have to go back and review it, or look at it. But you're cool. Maybe I'll try and do it. I like doing voices, if you've watched my Let's Plays. I like doing funny voices. Makes the Let's Play a little bit more interesting. Poor Umbreon. I mean, Cyrus basically killed himself by going. Giratina and Lysander jumped off the cliff and basically made everyone think he died. Yeah, I remember that. I was like, whoa. I'm like, that? I know he wasn't going to actually die, but I'm like, the fact that they actually teased him falling straight off the tower, yeah. Was crazy. Grusha rematch should happen. Maybe all this stuff will probably open up Grusha's eyes or something like that. Something's going to happen where he's going to open up his heart or something. You know how it goes. What do you think is going to happen in episode 66? I think that Penny is probably going to reach out to Dot and be like, hey, we got a major emergency going on at the academy. I figured out the identities of those people that, hacked the system. They're not legitimate. You need to get back here or something like that. Maybe something like that. I feel like we are definitely heading to the climax of this arc for sure. That probably means that Liko will not get a rematch with Grusha. Instead, she will get her stamp in another way. Either she gets a rematch or like she proves herself or something like this. And she has like no choice but to terrestrialize her Pokemon, and he ends up witnessing this and is like, hey, I was wrong. I was wrong. I went too hard on you. Here you go, you pass. Clawliz, what's up? It's been a minute. How you doing? I can imagine you probably enjoyed this episode. Imagine Amethio and Spinel were childhood friends and something happened to make Spinel jelly. Amethio and Spinel have history with each other. That's what I want to see. I want to see like why these two just don't like each other. Ooh! why these two don't like each other, but I think we got a sub. Trevor, thank you for subscribing. Thank you so much. This is a good stream, guys. The gang's all here. Spinel is much older than Amethio. Yeah, Spinel is an adult for sure, whereas Amethio is like, maybe mid-teens or something like that. Anywhere between the ages of 14 and 16, somewhere there. I want to know more about that. I want Amethio's backstory for sure, but I want why they don't like each other. I can't. What's up, Kevin? I can't believe Spinel used the Rakurium on Umbreon. Yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy, bro. Wow, attempted child murder. Child, M word. I don't know if I gotta be careful of what I say, guys, because you never know. YouTube don't like certain words and could get me in trouble. So I'm gonna chill out on that before they actually execute me. Imagine such a cute Pokemon being aggressive and attacking their trainer like Eevee. Oh, yeah, that'd be funny to see. Grandpa Giveon, I want to... Grandpa... Alright, voice time. Grandpa Giveon. Ugh. Alright, take 2. Grandpa Giveon. I want a Taro, and I know exactly how to do it. I'll be super strong. I'll get that pendant. See, I'll use that voice if you're alright with that. Oh my gosh, imagine 100% Zygarde on Rakurium. Oh yeah, the planet would just blow up. That'd be it. I think this arc will be done by November. I'd argue this arc might be ending in October. That would be like the perfect time to transition to Arc 4. Some mention the concept that the Rakurium is being possibly used to supercharge a Zygarde. That is possible. Guess we'll see more on that. I mean, that shiny Zygarde has to be there for a reason. Liko's Florgato becomes affected by Rakurium and we get an aggressive kitty. Yo, Cameron, you're here. How's it going? Probably see you later tonight. This is usually what I do on Saturdays at around 12. It's me. Yeah, we just talk about Pokemons. Maybe something happens where Terapagos is not there and through Liko's feelings breaks Florgato out of the control and through some connection Florgato evolves. You know what? I like that idea, Sharon. You have some great ideas. Taiwan. But yeah, kind of surprised Spinel was leaving 2 kids to bite the dust. Dude is evil. Man, this has to be a record for how many people are here. And I've already hit 10 likes. I didn't even have to tell you guys to get me to 10 likes. I think I just said that once. Let's try to go to for 15. Can we do it? We're at 11 right now. 4 more. What episode do you think Fuecoco will evolve now? I'm gonna guess probably right as we're kind of getting to the conclusion of this arc, which would probably be which would be between the episodes of like 67 and 69 or 70 something. Would be my next guess. I've noticed that every time, and I think I mentioned this on a couple streams ago, where I said every time we feel like the Pokemon are going to evolve, they end up not evolving, and then they evolve like the next time the opportunity comes up. I remember when people were upset that Sprigatito didn't evolve in episode 40, but then 5 episodes later it evolves. And then the same thing happened with Quaxley. Everyone's like, oh, it's going to evolve in the battle against Iono. Then it didn't, so people got upset, and then it happened during the battle with Larry. Fuecoco, like, oh, it's going to happen against Rhyme, and it doesn't happen, so then we probably get it towards the end of this arc. Kind of similar to how Spriggy evolved at the end of the finale of the previous arc. That's just my current guess. I'll be surprised if they don't evolve it since they've been teasing it. Its evolution. It's me. What it is. What it do. Yo, yo, yo. Florgato fur becomes harder and spikier when angry, so I could imagine Florgato and Rakurium would make the fur so sharp it draws blood. Imagine seeing that in Pokemon. And Spinel taking a hands-off approach is very in character for him. Dude doesn't want his hands dirty or to have suspicion on him, so better to make it look like an accident. Yeah, that's true. He'll be like, it wasn't me. I didn't do it. It was just an unfortunate accident. I think Fuecoco will evolve in October. That's a good possibility right there. It'll probably be 5 episodes, so There's 4 a month. It should be done October, no doubt. I got into an argument with a student yesterday because he was playing a Pokemon emulator in class, and I watched him choose Bulbasaur. I told him I could play it if he chooses He could play it if he chooses Charmander. I agree with that. Although I do like Bulbasaur. I liked all 3 from the original. I think episode 67, 68 is, like, I think that's a good it has a good chance then. It could even happen as soon as next episode, but I don't think that's going to be the case. Because next episode is focused on Liko and Amethio. I would say either before this arc ends or early into arc 4. That's like the latest I think it would evolve. We're in a major arc. Maybe at the end he'll evolve. Yep. I wonder if Fuecoco will evolve in the potential Liko and Roy battle. Yeah, I'm still waiting for like official confirmation on that. I want to say I'll have to share what I saw. Like, unless something gets confirmed during this live stream, I'll send you a screenshot of what I saw on Twitter regarding that and kind of why I got a little skeptical. Not saying it's not true, it's just once Cerebi confirms it, then we'll be clear. That being said, I'm kind of, like, if it is true, I'm a little bit not sure how I feel about it, if that makes sense. I'd have to explain myself in a video, though. I love how people think Amethio will reveal Givian's plan, but I highly doubt Amethio or the other explorers know his plans. He didn't even realize the pendant was Terapagos. Yeah, that is true. They didn't tell him anything, so. So yeah, what happens if Fuecoco evolves in episode 70? Do you think it will evolve again? I think there's a really good chance all 3 evolve this time. It'll be the first time they've ever done it. There's a really good chance for it, but I think as long as I get to their mid stage, I'm pretty happy. But we'll see. I'm gonna miss Fuecoco, though. Love the little guy. Spinel legit at Amethio's service giving a speech, and he's just like, I told him not to go into the cave, man. He wouldn't listen. I think Spinel will be in trouble with girlfriend Agate will bail him. I love it, girlfriend. She's such a boring character. They need to give her an episode to herself without the other explorers. Yeah, out of the explorers, she's the one that I'm a little bit underwhelmed with right now. I do like the fact that she's more involved in this arc, if that makes sense. Her infiltrating the actual academy as an instructor, I think, is actually pretty neat. It's just that we haven't done a whole lot with her, even in this arc. It's just that she's a little bit more involved this time, if that makes sense. But I agree, she needs a little bit more development herself. We got good stuff for Spinel. Amethio needs that backstory. Agate, Sango, and Onyx kind of work in their roles as kind of like, you know, not like grunts or whatever, but like Sango's comic relief of the group, and Onyx kind of just bounces off of her really well. She's the one that really needs something after like all of this. Something more. It is a good step that she was, a step in the right direction that she was more involved in this arc, though. I'll give it that. I think Crocodile will be in his middle stage, the shortest of the 3. That's interesting. That could be the case, considering it's evolving last. Or potentially evolving last. Also, an interesting observation, the Rakurium affected normal Pokemon differently. I'll have to go back and review that. And kind of look back at some of the other hero Pokemon, because that seems neat. Maybe all this kind of leads to how they're going to approach the last two heroes a little bit more, strategically. I'm going to turn this down slightly because it's kind of a little bit overbearing. I would love to see Sango try and use Explosion on, but Onyx just puts his arm in front of her and goes, "Have a brain, use it." Yeah, her explosion wrecked the Brave Asagi, but that got us this arc, so I guess it makes up for it. All the other Pokemon series, there's at least one starter that did not fully evolve. Yeah, I know. Fuecoco could evolve in episode 66. It's a I said it anywhere like in these last few episodes is a possibility, honestly. Probably not until the very end or like right before the finale of the arc. Who knows? We'll see. We'll see what happens. 7 out of the 9 Pokemon series, there was at least one starter that did not evolve. What happened to Coney and Zerg? Beats me. They just don't do much with them. We see Giveon and Zygarde surrounded in the mist while Amethio and Amber are on the other side of the glass wall. They don't seem fazed by it. I'll go back and check that out sometime. That's pretty interesting. Do you think Anne's Dewott will evolve into Hisui and Samurott? Probably not. But who knows? That'd be cool if it did. I just don't see it happening. It'd be kind of random, honestly. And we're in modern day. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Just had a thought. So, Primate evolves by basically becoming so angry it moves onto the afterlife after using Rage first 20 times. Now imagine a Primate on Rakurium. Bro, not gonna evolve. No. It's never evolving. That sounds scary, though. Yeah, but she doesn't do anything. She's just there. She needs to an episode to herself or just with Spinel. It'd be nice if it's just her in episode 66, which unfortunately that's not going to be the case. But I feel like it's going to be her, Sango, Onyx. They're going to be the ones that are going to be causing mayhem there. I wonder how the crisis is going to go about. Is the system going to go berserk or something like that? That's going to be interesting. Going to end up going Ultra Instinct your style? Nice. Coney and Zerg really are just completely unnecessary. You could have removed them from the beginning and nothing would have really changed. Yeah, honestly. I'm kind of disappointed with how they've been treated. I feel as soon as the other admins got introduced, that kind of just killed their placement in the series. That's kind of disappointing. I remember in the beginning, people were like, "Oh, Coney is the new Jesse," and we got that for a single episode, and then didn't really go anywhere beyond that. So that begs the question: if the mist made Pokemon aggressive, how would the mist affect a normal person? That is a good point. The only time we kind of see the mist do anything was when Liko saw visions of Lucius. I don't know if that gives him visions or something like that. It's kind of hard to say. Guess we're just going to have to learn. They're going to keep that in the dark until later on in the series. Liko versus Anne, Meowscarda versus Samurott would be cool. I don't want them all to fully evolve, but I could see all this time the closest was Hoenn. Yeah, I personally want it just because I feel like this is the series that would do it and do it right. So yeah. That's my piece with it all. Why is Roy hanging on Kilowattrel as legs? I don't know. At least, I mean, I guess if he gets dropped, a Kilowattrel can easily pick him back up. Ultra Instinct's out. Meowscarter with the Flower Trick, Leaf Storm, Aerobatics, and Dark Pulse. That sounds like a pretty good moveset. Yeah, Sango will be the only one people focus on. Granted, Coral was probably one of my favorite explorers. Or Sango. I mean, she literally like works really well in her role, and she's my personal favorite. I mean, I'd say if I had to choose one right now, it's Spinel. Plot-wise, personality-wise, Sango. I just like her chaotic nature and kind of her unpredictability. She's just a loose cannon. She could snap, and that's why she just like send their Glalie out to just blow up all the time. I'm surprised it hasn't just like tried to blow her up out of spite. Samurott and Razor Shell, with Razor Shell, Liquidation, Ice Beam, and Aqua Jet. I like it. Good moveset. Liko and company were surrounded by mist, but it was a memory and they were never exposed to it. No, I was just kind of throwing that out there. Like I said, I'll probably have to do a little bit more research on this and kind of have a more concrete conclusion on it, if you know what I mean. Though we probably won't learn more until we learn more about what Rakurium is and what it derives from and why Trapagos opposes it. All of this, like where Rakurium's at, or Rakua is at too. All these, it's gonna be interesting to see how this all resolves. I'm actually really intrigued by the story now. I mean, not now. I've been intrigued this whole time, but I'm even more intrigued now after this episode. Oh. Give me a second, guys. There we go. I'm weirdly kind of struggling to come up with anything else today. I really got all my major thoughts out. No, you're good, man. I'm still not caught up on the chat, so I'm like trying my best to get caught up here. I'm almost caught up completely. It just took a little bit. And we got a lot of people here, so it's awesome. It's just takes me a little bit to get everything caught up. Sango on Rakurium, she would explode like Glalie. That sounds scary. She just be like, Glalie, just explode, revive, max revive, explode, max revive, explode, max revive, rinse and repeat. I want to see Torch Song and Aqua Step in the anime. Me too. I wonder how Roy and Dot will do against Sango and Onyx. They have the type advantage. I'm curious too. They've both improved, so I'm wondering if they're going to actually pressure them a little bit. Seeing as Liko or Florgato is able to at least keep up with Cerulege, which is major progress. Keep in mind that Freed was kind of, he was doing better than Amethio for sure, but he still struggled at times. He had to terrestrialize in episode 25 to beat Amethio. So, just putting that out there. Do you think Skeledirge and Quaval, I think that's how you pronounce it, would be hard to animate? Maybe Quaquaval. If it's going to be like it is in the games, where it just dances. Might make it a little tricky. Who knows? I'd like to see them, though. I'm going to be so irritated if Liko catches Mischievous and Sinnoh. Oh, don't jinx yourself, bud. It could happen. I believe Spinel originally intended to leave Liko to trap Liko in a cave, and Amethio getting trapped was an added bonus after he realized Amethio was onto him. That's a good point. No, I gotta ask, like, you know, they could get Terapagos, but, you know, Liko and Terapagos seem to work with one another really well, so, like, aren't they supposed to just monitor Liko and not resort to something like this? Seems like they're going against their master's will. I know people want her to get one so bad. Really? I was gonna say, this is the first I've heard of that. Then again, I don't pay a ton of attention to Anipoke Twitter as much as I used to. But yeah. Do you think Kilowattrel and Heterum will be... Do you think Kilowattrel and Heterum have been done dirty? Yes, especially Kilowattrel. I want to make a video coming up. I just haven't had time for it. Oh yeah, good. I just find other weird... because I'm full of comments. Mischievous doesn't even fit. I don't see it. Yeah, I'm kind of on the fence with that one too. I want them to get a third Pokemon, but I also want their second Pokemon to, you know, actually get better development and treated better. Kilowattrel, I'm looking at you specifically. I think Quaxwell needs a new move. Maybe we'll get one. Maybe next arc. Kilowattrel has a crappy move set. Yeah. Yeah, but Spinel has other plans. Yeah, and I wonder what those plans are. Spinel, of course, he rebelled. My guess is that he knows something about Liko and Terapagos that made him want to do that. That's a good point. Maybe his research is producing some results, and yeah, he wants to enact something here. I think Hatred did pretty good. Hatterum? I was going to say Hatred. Hatterum, you're fine. Give it Discharge, Air Cutter, Charge Beam, and Aerial Ace. That's a good moveset. Why did it put other? Oh, gotcha, Pokefan. I think it will. That's why I am scared. I really don't know what she will get in Sinnoh. I want Drifloon. I'd be happy with her getting Badoo. I think she could get a friendship-based Pokemon. Badoo could work. But, like, she's already got a grass Pokemon. I want her to get, like, another typing. I think all the characters kind of need different typing Pokemon. It'd be kind of neat. I just don't know what would fit her in Sinnoh. Woobat, Crobat would be awesome. I'd take that. It's just what reason would we go into Unova unless it's Blueberry Academy? Makes it sound like I was aggravated with people, and I'm not. No, you're good, man. In Arc 4, give the three of them a third Pokemon. Yep, I just, again, say I want their second Pokemon to, you know, get some better treatment before that happens. Otherwise, we're going to just get a rinse and repeat of that. Except possibly worse. Or give it Thunder Strike or Lightning Current. I'm very much looking forward to seeing what happens in the next episodes. Me too. I'm very excited how this all is going to end. I'm hoping for a good conclusion. Give Liko a water or fire type Pokemon. That'd be nice, but like since Dot and Roy already have a water and fire type respectively, I feel like they'd probably go with something else. What move does Kilowattrel need to learn? I think Sharon actually spelled out a couple of good moves that could learn earlier in the chat. Pocket Monsters, Liko and Roy's Adventure OST, what's up? I get her a Sobble? Like I said, I don't think a fire Pokemon or water Pokemon is in the cards for Liko, but who knows? Or he needs a Chatot. A Chatot? I can't keep up with the chat. It's okay. You guys can keep chatting. I just think it's funny every time I think I'm gonna get caught up. A bunch of new chat rolls in. I'm just like, well, I'm never catching up, am I? Also, if Liko doesn't get Terrestrial, then honestly, that opens the door for Liko to get something anime exclusive. I feel like she's probably going to still get Terrestrial. It's just we're either gonna get a rematch or something that happens towards the end of this arc is gonna push it in the other direction. And Roy gets Ludicolo. I could see that. Watch Liko not even let Heteram out of her ball. Next episode, Hetana should have never evolved. I mean, I don't mind the evolution. I think it needed to evolve. It's just that I feel like it and Wattrel evolved just for the sake of the plot that they had to be utilized in the second gym battle. I think it could have been done a little better, in my opinion. Roy needs Kricketot. I can't speak. Kricketot, no doubt, if he doesn't get Toxel. What's up, Keyless Dragon Ball? Wattrel should have gotten a more focus in these episodes before it evolves. As we can see, its evolution was rushed. Yeah. Sadly. Liko was making Amethio frustrated in battle. That's funny. I know. It actually showed that she's improved. And that's what I like. A plot hole I noticed in this episode is that Dot and Roy don't leave footprints, meaning that Liko wouldn't know where they went. You know, that's a good point. I didn't notice that. But if that's the case, then that, Liko should have been paying more attention. I know she's depressed, but yeah, that's a weird thing for her to not realize that. She could have just went back. Give Liko a rock or ice type Pokemon. That'd be cool. Roy, Dragon, or fighting. I'd like a fighting Pokemon for Roy. That'd be cool. Heteram could have been with Liko when Florgato and them are in the cave, and that would remind me of Ash and his Pokemon together when he was lost in Coldwood's Pokemon. Heteram would actually be good to try and, use, try to help get out of the cave, use, Dark or Brutal Swing to try and break the rocks. At least try it. Chat be popping today. I know, man. I can't even keep up with it. It's crazy because, this is already overwhelming to me, and I'm like, what if I had 100 people here? I'm like, there's no way I'd be able to catch up. Do a voice of Grusha like this. Liko, I'm so sorry. You can rematch me if you... Liko, I'm so sorry. You can rematch me if you beat my Altaria. Then you can pass. But if not, you fail. I never picked Pokemon on my team based. What type will be strong against gyms? I always pick Pokemon I love, but I don't care about competitive. And neither do I, but I try to at least get a type or a move that can, deal super effective damage on the gym. Dot, a dark or bug Pokemon. I've really been wanting a Glalie for Roy to be real. That'd be cool. Anyways, that was what I wanted to say. Bye. Alright, Clawless. You're good. Thank you for showing up. I know it's been a minute, but it was a pleasure. Hopefully we see you in the next one. I know I will say next week's episode, or next week's stream, I'm out of town, so it'll be on Sunday night. So just an FYI, y'all. I wish I could do it, but, well, out of town, so can't do it, so... I think that's going to be my last out-of-town thing for the year, or at least for now. Or she could use confusion to move the rocks. See? That would help. Roy saying sandwich and onigi is such a serious scene was comedy. Yeah, that was actually kind of funny. Not gonna lie. Just calling them by their student names. Just to kind of just be like, oh. He's trying to do that as a guy so not let on to the fact that they don't know that they're trying to make it that they don't know that they're the explorers or part of the explorers. So that's why he did that. Heteran can get Psybeam and Reflect. I always wanted Dot to get any member of the Porygon line, but nope, Pikachu ruined it. Yeah, Porygon's unfortunately been banned to the Shadow Realm. It's right next to the Chick-fil-A. Jimbo. Tinkatink can get Metal Claw and Draining Kiss. Metal Claw would be cool. I think it's gonna be a 2v2-on-2, but who knows? Maybe Heteran will get revenge. I feel like it's probably gonna go similar to how Roy versus Rhyme went. I still think that should have been a double battle, but that's just me. Kind of just feels weird that not doing that from the games. I feel her being out alone. If Florgato gets defeated, she'll be forced to battle with Heteran. Yep. Chick-fil-A. Oh, it's a meme, Pokefan. Just look up Hugh Neutron sends Jimmy to the Shadow Realm. Like, well, Jimbo, it's time to send you to the Shadow Realm. Oh, it's just, out there next to the Chick-fil-A. It's been a while since I've seen that meme or heard that meme, so I'm probably not reciting it perfectly, but yeah. And yeah. I think Heteran Psycho Cut when she fully evolves. I would like that. That would be cool. Roy versus Rhyme definitely should have been a double battle. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was like going into that. I'm like, literally. That's the one double battle from the games and they don't do it? Come on. I know that the anime and the games don't necessarily have to be the same, and they're obviously doing different things, but, like, come on now. I'm surprised Liko forced Amethio to use Terra. That's what I was saying. I'm like, I don't want to hear Liko slander here just because it's like, I get that she's lost a lot this arc, but she's lost to, like, really strong characters. Like, Amethio isn't, like, super strong. Like, he's decently strong. And, Freed's decently strong, too. Like, stronger than Amethio. But, like, he's not, like, Grusha level, I guess. But, you look at, Liko in this episode versus, episode 6, what they're showcasing in the flashbacks here. Like, in that episode, she was obviously a new trainer, so she was going up against a more experienced one in Amethio and was easily losing. Then here, she's, gone through a lot. She's gotten a lot stronger. Her Pokemon evolved. And she can strategize a bit more now. Was actually, like, throwing Amethio for a loop. I think he was expecting a, easy beatdown, but she just proved here that she has improved a lot. Like, all this training, all of this, like, even these losses that she's taken, this has actually ended up helping her out. She's a lot stronger now. And sure, yeah, she's lost a lot, but look at the results. She forced Amethio to terrestrialize. She didn't land any attacks, but, like, Cerulege wasn't able to land any attacks before it terrestrialized. Like, he was forced to do that in order to actually get the advantage on her. That says a lot right there. That's pretty significant in my opinion. I don't know about you guys, but that's pretty significant. He had to get Terra in order to try and get one up on Freed, but he ended up, showcasing that back in episode 45. He was tired of losing and ended up getting the Terra Orb. And if you remember back in episode 25, he was actually, pressuring Freed. Like, Freed was about to lose without terrestrializing his Charizard. And here, like, Liko didn't even take any hits until Amethio terrestrialized his Pokemon. What if he didn't have that Terra Orb? Think about that. Could Amethio have been defeated here? Or, you know, maybe not necessarily beaten, but like pressured even further. Like, these are just things you got to think about. And this is a character that's, you know, been going through a lot of losses lately that a lot of people have been trashing on because of said losses, despite the fact these characters are really strong. So I don't really blame her for losing. I still think she should have won against Katie, though. But yeah. The point is, Liko has gotten a lot stronger. She's shown that she's developed a lot as a trainer. So, I don't want to hear any Liko slander here. Heterum will be terrifying. One wrong move or emotional reaction and bam, claws. Oof. I can see her getting Future Sight or Dazzling Gleam, too. Future Sight would be awesome. Not also that Florgato tanked a lot of hits. It did. It tanked a lot of terrestrial hits, too. I just think she was just dealt like the short end of the stick against Grusha. She was given the strongest gym leader, and she doesn't really like match up well against him, too. So it's like, bro, they're just being like really harsh against her. So I don't really like her losing against Grusha. To me, is not like the end all be all or whatever, like the end of the world or whatever. Just yeah. I forgot to mention when Amethio said you evolved too. I actually think he meant Liko as in her skill and adaptation. I'll have to go back and rewatch that part. You might be right though, Pokefan, because like the way I interpret it was talking about Florgato, so maybe I'm wrong. I'll go back and reevaluate that at some point. 22 votes, jeez Louise. I think Ceruledge should learn Will-O-Wisp. He literally dual fire ghost and has 0 fire type moves. Will-O-Wisp would actually be a really effective move. She should have never been paired with Grusha to begin with. It should have been Tulip. Yeah, I'm actually really like, to be honest with you, if there's one thing I think, like, if there's one gripe I do have with this arc is that, like, we've gone up against 6 gym leaders, but we have 2, Kofu and Tulip, that they made their appearance in the Elite Four, you know, exhibition matches, excuse me. And, well, is that it for them? I sincerely hope not. It'd actually be really cool if all 8 gym leaders showed up at the academy to stop the explorers. That would be cool. And it would at least make up for them not having a battle with the characters. He got Bitter Blade. Wow, I actually caught up with the chat, guys. You know, in the midst of all that, I didn't realize an hour passed. This has to be one of the biggest streams I've ever had for one of these episodes. So, makes sense. This was a pretty big episode that people actually like really enjoyed. I wish I could stream next week's episode on Saturday, but I can't because I'm out of town. I want to say a lot of people keep crying about Heterum losing so fast. However, do you think Heterum was able to deal good damage, tank a hit, showed no fear? I just wish it did a little bit more. I just think the secondary Pokemon are just... They're doing a little bit here and there, but like it's just... Yeah, not enough. They just all rolled up, and then Larry comes out, bro. Larry, hold up, doing my taxes. Gotta get it before that April 15th deadline. Don't want the Pokey IRS to come after me. Garnish my wages that I make for my job as an office worker, a gym leader, and an Elite Four member. I feel like they should have had to do them also, both of them too. So the secondary Pokemon would have had to do 2 battles. That would have been nice. I almost wanted to... It would have been cool if Anne was with them. And we could, could have, like... I know people would have maybe not liked it as much, but, like... Maybe Anne was paired up against those two. It doesn't have to be, like, spread out between multiple episodes. Maybe, like, a half episode or, like, full episode or something. Just give something for Liko, Roy, and Dot to comment on while they're doing their thing. It is a little frustrating that, like, Anne didn't accompany them. Another gripe I have with this arc is I really feel like Anne should have done more. Or been more involved. Like, she's been more involved than she's ever been before, but, like, come on now. Oh, by the way, nice Final Fantasy remix here. Quaxwell looks so unfazed while Roy and Dot and Fuecoco are shocked. And is too busy exploring Amphibia. If nobody gets it, I'm sorry, you're fine. Deku Palace. It would be nice if they can do more than 2-on-2 battles like Heterum against Sandshrew. Oh yeah. I forgot that Anne caught a Sandshrew. Quaxwell is the chill Pokemon out of the group. Yeah, that makes sense. Florgato is a bit of a mood, too. I do, lol. I wish the show never ended. Unfortunately, all good things have to come to an end eventually. Sandshrew is most likely Sandslash by now. Probably, we just haven't seen it. He's gonna come back. Liko, look! My Sandshrew evolved. You just didn't see it. You were busy getting beaten by Grusha. Oh boy. Liko, and go and give me your friend card now. Give me your Pokeballs. And your Pokemon. And speaking of Pokemon, we got a lo-fi remix of isn't this Ends theme? Unwavering Heart. I'm going to let you go, Mitchell. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Thank you for stopping by, Kevin. Pleasure to have you here. Hope to see you in the next one. Just remember that I won't be doing this on Saturday next week. We're moving it to Sunday night. I should be home by then. Hopefully. I think I'm driving about two hours away from home. And I have an obligation when I get back home. Then I'll be watching this or the next week's episode. People keep inviting me out to stuff. And I'm like, man, why can't Horizon just take a break when I'm actually doing this? Because whenever Horizon takes breaks, I'm like ready to do the stream, and then when Horizons is not taking a break, I'm out of town for something. The irony. I'd like to imagine Umbreon later that night having PTSD nightmares due to the events of the episode in Magneton and Behem. Like my guy, keep it down, we're sleeping. You know, guys, this is crazy. I think I gained 4 subscribers since I started this stream. I think this is the most I've ever gained from... This is the most I've ever gained from, like, starting a stream, dude. I'm kind of in a little bit of a state of shock right now. We did have 15 people here at one point, so I believe this is the most I've ever had for one of these streams. That's crazy, yo. I mean, we're down to like 7, 8, but like, man, I've never hit these. I think the most I've ever had on a stream was like, I've had over 20 people here before though. I think it was when I did Kirby's Dream Buffet like 2 years ago. I randomly had like 22 people in the stream. I was like, whoa, where's everyone coming from? Granted, I think the game just came out that day too, so might be related. Kind of forgot the DM thing you need from me. Oops. No, you're good. It's been a really rough week for me, Pokefan. Besides stream, I've just been really busy. I actually wanted to make a video last night, because I've really been wanting to talk about episode 66, that title. I just haven't had time. I got held up by work yesterday, and I had someone that wanted to talk to me. By the time that was all done, I'm like, I just can't do it right now. So I'm just like, well, we got the stream tomorrow, and then I might see if I can squeeze some time in, because Sunday I obviously don't work on the weekend, so I just don't want to go back to work on Monday. Had a little bit of an incident happen on yesterday, so hopefully it's cleared up by the time I start work on Monday. Not to kind of spill out my personal problems here, but yeah, that's kind of an explanation as to why I haven't talked about episode 66 yet. I do want to make a video on it. I would just prefer a summary. Like I said earlier, I don't want to be accused of like making stuff up. That's happened in the past. But I feel like it's one of those episode titles that kind of needs a video, you know? I mean, when you title it like the Crisis at like the Orange Academy or whatever, it's kind of a big deal. Shows that, you know, what I was thinking was going to happen at the Academy and isn't end up coming to play, so. But yeah, I will DM you at some point whenever, like, I'm not doing 10 million things. It's going to be a short discussion, though. I'll just say that. There's just a few things I got to ask you. Stemming from you-know-what a couple of streams ago. But yeah. Dreaded Mondays. Yeah, gotta love them. Oh, and by the way, this is a nice remix of Breezy from Final Fantasy VIII. Oh, I lost track of time completely, guys. I know there's about 5 or 6 of you still here, so is there anything else you want to talk about regarding this episode, next week's episode, episode 66, whatever? I know we've had quite a few here today, and I'm finally, pretty good on the chat now. Took an hour, but finally caught up on the chat. It's good. It's good, yo. Yeah, it's definitely been... That's fine. Definitely been worried if I was in any trouble. If I'll accept response. No, actually, you know what? You're not in trouble. That's the good news. You're not in trouble, my dude. Just because you are not the one that started that. Just saying. Yeah, it's just, we'll talk about it when the time comes. Liko is a little dumb to run after Spinel and Amethio like that. If I was her, I would have booked it. I think the thing about it is, I wouldn't say it's, I wouldn't say so much dumb, more like reckless. But I kind of don't blame her because she's kind of like, hey, what was that just now? I need answers. You kind of showed us this. Your Pokemon went berserk, became super powerful and super fast, and you're dipping now. So what was that? I don't blame her just because I'd probably be like, hey, I want answers. What? And also Terapagos literally transformed again because of all that. Please, don't go away. I want to know what this is all about. Liko still has questions as to what's going on with Terapagos, so probably what she was after. Obviously, Spinel is not going to spill the beans like that. Unrelated, but I really have been kind of hoping I can get my new Spy X Family Mission Report book as a birthday gift somehow. Already getting a PC gaming device, so kind of doubtful. Gotcha. That'd be cool. You know, if you ever decide to change your name or your online username, it'd be cool if you did Spy X Pokefan or something like that. Has a nice ring to it, if you agree. She's still trying to get Amethio to turn good. I wouldn't say she's trying to necessarily get him to turn good. It's just she probably realizes in the situation that something's going on between him and Spinel, and probably just wants to know all of this. She's kind of been thrown into it, thrown in the midst here, so she's just trying to figure things out. Which is why I think next week's episode is going to be very, it's going to be very interesting to see how things are handled. I think it has the potential to be very good. It's weird that Lakua is framed as good, but Rakurium is bad. I just call it Rakurium. I might eventually change the name of that if Rakurium becomes Lakurium. I know, perfect fate for Spinel. He just thinks he gets away all. Then all of a sudden, Chris Hansen from Dateline shows up, and he gets him to sit down and talk like he does all the time to bad people. Yeah, have a seat. Have a seat. Yeah, and then he walks out and he gets ambushed by the police. He just wants to have a conversation. Have a seat. It does have a nice ring to it. See? So you agree? Like, because I just thought about that. I'm like, wait a second. Spy X Family, Poke fan, Spy X Poke fan. If you ever wanted to do like YouTube or something like that, you could. That'd actually be a good like YouTube name. Be like, I'm a YouTuber that covers Pokemon and Spy X Family. Boom. I tried making YouTube when I was younger. Don't look it up. I don't want to embarrass you. No, you're good. Hey, look, I used to have another channel besides this one that I had back in the day, and let's just say that I want nothing to do with it. Just me like complaining about stuff. I didn't talk about Pokemon that much on it too. That's the funny thing about it. I tried to be a social commentary YouTuber. I actually showed my face in them, but just didn't like it. Or I just don't stand by that content anymore, I guess. You can't search it up on YouTube anymore because I've scrubbed it. So I think I talked about Pokemon like once on the channel. And I think that was during the X and Y days. And that was it. Other than that, the channel was not focused around Pokemon at all. You're not a voidless entity? I shed my old skin. And I evolved into Mitchelmander. But hey, you grow and you evolve. You can't get it. You grow, you evolve, just like Pokemans. 27 votes, dude. I think this is the most votes I've ever gotten on one of these polls, too. This is actually crazy. Could I possibly get to 30 before this stream ends? Probably not, but man, the fact that I've got 13 likes on this stream. By the way, if you haven't liked the stream, you should probably do that. Oh, how the caterpillar makes such an effort for a cocoon only to be easily spared. They easily spread its wings in the end. Yeah, just, I don't know, I'm a little bit not taken back, but I'm just surprised at how well this stream has performed. I will say a year ago, these streams were not doing so hot. And again, a year ago, I was still trying to figure things out. If you were here in the early days of the these live discussions. You'll see how different things were in the beginning versus now. Definitely a little bit more structured now. Did someone just take away their likes? I lost a like there. That's funny. What'd I do? Did you dislike the video? Plus it was Journeys, I think. Well, when I started doing this, I'll be honest, I wasn't even sure if I was going to cover Horizons in the first place in the beginning. Because back when Journeys ended, I'm like, okay, this is probably a good, point for me to, end things off here and then, focus on, my streaming. Because at that point, I had already started streaming and doing Let's Plays and stuff on the channel. So I'm like, maybe I should just pivot over to this now. But then as Horizon's plot kind of got revealed, I'm like, okay, this is actually kind of interesting. I'm kind of intrigued. So you know what? I'm not going to do episode reviews anymore, but we're going to pivot over to, this format. And those first few streams, I was playing video games in the background and didn't really know what to expect. And kind of as we got further, I think it was like episode 6, 7, or 8, somewhere in there, I switched over to this format. And it was a little rough at first, but I kind of figured things out as I went, so. And I was originally only going to do the first 10 episodes, and then I was going to stop and just do my, future episode discussions and other type of videos. But this kind of started to catch on, so I'm just like, you know what? We're just going to keep doing this, because this is actually kind of fun. I don't remember when I joined. See, I don't remember when everybody joined. I can remember when certain people showed up at certain times. I'm trying to remember when you first showed up. It's been a little while now. But yeah. Doing this is actually quite fun. It's a lot better than doing the reviews, in my opinion. I know it was somewhere on the Palafin stuff, maybe. It probably was. It actually probably was, yeah. I want to say, like, towards the end of 23 or towards the end of last year, these streams were not doing so hot. I'm not gonna lie, there was a time where I was like, I wonder if I should just stop it, because there was a few that I think I cut short. They didn't even last an hour because nobody was here for them. I'm like, wow. Like, okay, I guess, well, nobody's here. I guess that's all I got, So. Definitely before Sprig evolved, yeah. Like I said, I don't remember exactly when everybody shows up. I remember certain people at certain times. Like, I've been doing YouTube. This channel specifically, I uploaded one video in 18. But I didn't actually, become consistent until 19. So I've been doing this for really over 5 years now, so. I've seen people come and go, but, hey. It happens. I understand. It's YouTube. It's been a fun ride, though. And it's kind of fun how my channel has evolved in 5 years. 5 years ago, I didn't know what I wanted to do, and here I am doing this. So, you just never know how things are going to go. You just got to go with the flow, It's actually kind of fun when I think about it. Will you ever do a full tier list for every Pokemon Horizons episode? That would actually be pretty fun. It's just, hopefully there's a tier list out there for it. I did a tier list for Naruto, back in 22, and I haven't done another one since then. That one went on for 4 hours, though, so. 3 or 4 hours, so. I hope the Horizons one doesn't last that long. As long as you do what you love, that's all that matters. Yep. That's why I said I was going into Horizons, I didn't know if I was going to cover the series or not. That's why I'm like, well, this could have, I was weighing my options a year ago, because it was one of those things where I was just like, oh boy, what do I do now? because the Pokemon anime reviews were kind of a big thing on the channel, so I'm just like, oh boy, this is coming to an end. Like, is my channel, like, finished? Like, I knew I was doing live streaming, but live streaming doesn't exactly bring in views, I guess is the main thing. I do get a little bit from it, and the shorts tend to do pretty good, too. Specifically the funny moments on stream, I just make those shorts, and they tend to do pretty good, but for the actual video content, I was really in a state of, like, I don't know what's going to happen next. But I'm glad I chose this format for this. This is a lot more fun. The reviews were kind of stressful and kind of... In hindsight, I'm not really the best reviewer in those type of videos, so, like, this to me is, like... It's much more relaxed. It's cooler. You know, I can sit here and chat with you guys, and we have a fun conversation. Talk about whatever after a little while. I don't know. I like this format a lot. See, even this conversation right now, I'm liking it. It's not super hard or anything. I'm not, like, editing or doing crazy editing or whatever, but, like, it's just chill. I like it. Sometimes you just need to chill and, you know, have a chill conversation with peeps. There is a tier list format that has all the episodes and updating for every episode release. Oh, nice! I'll check that out after the stream ends and keep an eye on it, I guess. We could do like a tier list for like the arc or whatever. That would be cool. Maybe we should do that sometime. Maybe when we have like a break or something, we could do like that type of stream. So this is kind of a joke, but it's slowly actually become a thing that I really wanted. Please, Crunchyroll, give us Spy X Family Code Black. That'll be the sequel. Most people think it's pointless, but it's just a sequel. We need a tier list of Spinel's worst deeds. That'd be something. In fact, I'm going to look it up right now while I have the chance. Okay, tier list. Tier list maker. Man, there's some interesting stuff on this tier list that just showed up. Pokemon Horizons anime episode ranking, is that the tier list? Yonji. I don't know if it's the website or what, but like, I can't scroll down on it. Let me refresh my page. This template has 64 images. Yeah, this has to be it. Number one, he pulled it. He pulled to an orphanage, opened the car door, and chose a random child, then immediately drove away with a puppy, candy, and oh my gosh, oh boy. That's pretty bad, Spinel. Why'd you do that? Yes, okay. Well, as long as I can get this to work eventually, maybe we'll do a tier list for this, for a stream. That would be fun. Get everyone here and we can just sit there and come up with stuff. Either that or he caused world hunger. Oh my gosh. He really is a demon. Yeah, I might have to get back with you on the tier list thing, because for whatever reason, maybe it's just me, but for some reason I can't scroll down. on it. I don't know why that's the case. It could be my PC might need a reboot here. Try refreshing it again. Because you know what? If we're gonna... Because if we do it... This would actually be a fun idea for a stream. It's just, I gotta make sure the actual, like, page works, you know? At least on my laptop here. Because it is not working for me for some reason. The tier list thing works for me. Yeah, I don't know. It's probably on my end, so I'll probably, once we're done with the stream, I'll probably reboot my laptop and see if I can get it to work. But I'm going to save this to my Discord. And this may actually be something for the future. I'd like to do this. Megastone X, what's up? Welcome in. Kaiwan, it would be. Oh yeah, about the tier list. Yeah, I'll figure something out with it as long as I can get this to work. I'm probably just need like a reboot or something here. You know how computers are. You reboot it, sometimes it just works fine. 28 votes. We need 2 more and we're at 30. I think that's a record. Oh, actually, theory. What if Spinel wants to use Rakurium to make himself a flippin' god in the end, and he and his Pokemon become unstoppable? Oh, so he's basically like, what's his face from Full Metal Alchemist when he gets, becomes all powerful. Judgment Day. That's what the Rakurium reminds me of. It reminds me of the Philosopher's Stone from Full Metal Alchemist. And how that, like, heals and powers up people. Yeah. The Rakurium makes him so powerful that he can't be harmed. That'd be crazy if, like, that was, like, the end game for Horizons. I know it's standard anime villain stuff, but it's plausible. Like, honestly... I think I'd be down for that. I'd be so down for that. I know it's cliche, but as long as it's handled correctly, it'd be cool. I just worry that, like, stuff like that could be, you know, risky, if you know what I mean. I don't know. I don't know why this tier list is not working. For whatever reason, I just can't scroll down. There's also like 1 billion ads on the page, so that might be bogging it down as well. His veins just get swollen and he's basically on a psychotic break. Definitely be different for Pokemon, that's for sure. Yeah, it's definitely a risk, especially for the children. By that, I mean in real life kids watching. Ooh, yeah. Probably. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to figure this out. I'm gonna like open up Discord here and save it to the anipoke chat. That way we have access to it, and you'll know what I'm talking about. You might have to use ad block to make it run. I do have ad block on it too. That's the thing. It's just some ads are just leaking through. Like I said, I'm probably just going to reboot here after the stream ends and see if I can get it to work. But in the meantime, I'm going to try and get this posted to my Discord. However, we had Volo, so yeah. Yeah, Volo was kind of a psychopath. Yeah, can pin it. Yeah, I might just make it a favorite. Just add it to my favorite tabs. Okay, Discord is up. Alright, I'm just gonna move to the anipoke. Yeah, I definitely need a reboot after this stream ends. Yeah, I seem to be having some issues. It's alright though. I can at least get this over there. And it has been posted. And it has been pinned. The deed is done. So if you check out Discord, you'll see it there. Well, got to go. I need to start packing and get ready for my sleepover trip. Oh, you're good, Pokefan. It's been a pleasure. It's been a lot of fun today. So hopefully you have a good sleepover. Hope it goes well. And yeah, hope you have a great time. I'll see you in the next one. Just remember, we're not doing this Saturday next week. We're doing it on Sunday night instead. What's up, Matt?
Hey, so I'm just getting some lunch.
Want to say hi?
Hi.
I'll let you do your thing. Yeah, been fun like always, guys. And Mitchell, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for being such a great guy and making such wholesome content. Well, thank you, dude. Also, Pokefan says hi, Matt.
Hi.
I'll let you get back to it. Thank you, Pokefan. I appreciate that. Like I said, eventually, once I get a second here, when I'm not doing 10 million things, I will reach out to you via DMs, and it'll just be a quick conversation. Nothing too bad. Just a couple questions I'll be asking, and then we'll move on with our day. Thank you for the like. I think we're at 14 likes now. And we hit 30 votes! What's up? Yo! That's amazing. 14 likes. I just need one more and I'm at 15. That's the like goal for the stream. But we hit 30 votes, which is actually crazy. Oh, boy. Okay, guys. Well, for the people that are watching out there, do you, I know there might be some lurkers here. So what's up, guys? If you could hit that like button before we end the stream, that'd be cool. If you could get at least one more to 15, that would be cool. If you've already liked the video, you've done your part. Anything else you guys want to chit chat about? Do we really have 10 people here? What's up, y'all? This has been quite the stream, yo. I just want to say that I appreciate everyone who has come out today, hung out, chatted, talked with me about this. A little overwhelming because so many people were here, more than usual. But we managed. Took me an hour to get caught up on chat, but we did it. But I just want to say I appreciate you all. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for making this a very enjoyable stream. Oh, cool. Well, welcome to the Discord. Thank you, thank you. We usually just chill in Discord and just have random chats about stuff or just share news or whatever. So cool. Yeah, if anyone else out there wants to join the Discord, go ahead and do so if you want to. Just make sure you're following the rules. Also, I occasionally have people that show up in Discord like, hey, where's the Horizons episode? Tell me now. Don't do that. I usually wait until subs are out to watch the episodes myself, so I can give you my source, but just don't come to me and, demand the episodes in Discord. Just follow the rules and, have a good time. That's what it's there for. If you just want to chill in there, that's fine. We usually try to have a good chat here or there. I do want to revamp it at some point. Just don't have time. But yeah, I just want to say I appreciate everyone. Is there anything else? Anyone that's still here in the chat? I know PokeFan just left. Is there anything else you guys want to talk about today? We've been going on for almost 2 hours now. So, probably be getting ready to wrap things up here soon. What a day. Okay, guys. Well, if there's nothing else, I think we can probably wrap up the stream today. Yeah. Had a lot of fun today. So, we had 30 votes. I'm still blown away by that. 30 votes is crazy. So we're going to go ahead and bring the poll. Oh, 31 votes. I was about to end the poll, and we got another one that squeezed out there. 31 votes, guys. Wow. Again, if you haven't hit that like button, be sure to hit that like button. It helps the channel and the streams and everything. Just need one more for 15. Anywho, I know someone just voted, but let's bring the poll to a close here. So, we got 31 votes, a record, I believe, when it comes to these polls. 74% said 10-9. 8-7 got 25% of the vote, which I believe should be around 7 or 8 votes. And then the other two didn't get any votes. So I'd say that this episode was a really well-liked episode. So let's give it a 9 out of 10, guys. I think that's a solid score for this episode. It was very good. Very good development for Liko. The stuff going on with Amethio and Spinel is really interesting. Rakurium is really interesting now. I'm very excited for what's going to happen next. And yeah. I look forward to the next episode. So yeah. Again, I'll just say next week's stream will be Sunday night at 8 p.m. Eastern time zone. Just can't do it, unfortunately, next Saturday or like Sunday, like around 12 either, as I'm still not home at that point. But I'll be doing it that night. So, just a big heads up going into the next live stream. Pokemon Horizons live stream. And with that all said, that should wrap up this stream. We'll be streaming Mario Kart on Monday. Wednesday, I'm kind of on the fence of if I'm going to stream or not. I do want to make there's a Horizons video I want to start working on, so I might put my focus there We'll see. Anywho, that's it for this stream. So I'll have a schedule out probably Monday for the next week. So, anyways, guys, if you're still here, thank you so much for joining. I hope you have a great rest of the day. The rest of your weekend goes well. And I'll see you all later. Bye now.